Hello, it's great to be back again. Today I'll be showcasing the NINEBOT by Segway ES2. If you're into electric scooters, ES2 is an option to consider as it retails for a competitive and affordable price at $799 SG. Here is a quick rundown of the aesthetics and materials before we begin. There are two colorways to choose from, and right here I have the silver edition, which is pretty nice, but I would have preferred the all black. Hard metal body frame all across except for its solid plastic covers for its wheels, throttle, and your rear foot brake. A very slick and simple design trait that I find commonly on their products. Non-abrasive grip with its logo, fully rubberized handles that are great to withstand wear and tear. Lastly, solid rubber wheels that are 20 cm at the front and 19.2 cm for its back tire. So they claim that the max distance under perfect testing conditions will be around 25 kilometers per full charge. But to test this myself, I'm gonna travel from my house to Punggol Jetty, which is 7 kilometers. Then from there, head down to Punggol Haipin for lunch, that is 4.5 kilometers. Afterwards, head back to the starting point, which is another 3.5 kilometers. So in total, there is 15 kilometers to cover. And if we do have some spare juice left, I'll just tour around the vicinity of my area and we'll see about that later. Okay, everything set, let's go. So right now I'm at the starting point, and to track my distance, I'm gonna use the Under Armour app tracker. So let's go. To begin, one long press of the button to power on. Simple as that. A bright display then shows the speedometer, its mode, and the battery life in a readout of 4 bars, each representing 25%. Alright, so now let's walk through the basics of handling this electric scooter. Both the throttles are easy to push without much force and is pretty responsive. The left throttle is the regenerative brake. That's helpful for your battery as it converts and regenerates a slight portion of the friction back into energy, and it's all done in the front motor wheel itself. Also, bright red LED lights at the rear flashes when it senses that it's braking. The right throttle is to accelerate, but it needs a kickstart for it to begin. At a stationary position, it won't do anything at all when pressed. It's a good way of preventing accidental throttling and losing control of your electric scooter. Acceleration is rather quick, from 0 to 25 km per hour in a matter of 6.5 seconds on a flat surface. Maybe I'm just too light. Anyway, that's on sports mode. There are 3 modes that each has its own speed limit. Currently, I'm on sports mode with a max speed of 25 km per hour. Double tap on a button and it switches between modes. On standard mode, the top speed is 20 km per hour. And now on normal mode, the acceleration is gentle, max speed is 15 km per hour, and it's easier to maneuver around places that are crowded without endangering one's safety. The power, speed, and distance may vary depending on your own weight. If you're lightweights like me, acceleration and power takes way less effort. And also, the max weight is 100 kilograms. Why so sunny? Okay, over here I have a slope that's around 10 to 15 degrees. It shouldn't be much of a problem, so let's test it out. I forgot to turn it on. And for now, let's test the stationary one. Going up shouldn't be an issue due to its 300 watts brushless motor. Getting used to the regenerative brake is not easy but manageable. The braking power is strong enough to come at a halt on full speed in a matter of few seconds. Pairing it with the physical foot brake for even more stoppage power. Both of the tires are solid rubber instead of air-filled tires. Having solid rubber wheels does come with a subjective trade-off. You will feel that the bumps are more noticeable on uneven surfaces and it doesn't cushion as well as air-filled tires. Although it might not be the greatest at handling rough terrain, but instead it'll last much longer and withstand punctures. So there's no need to worry about flat tires and maintenance. On the other hand, travelling on pavements and asphalts are relatively smooth with the aid of front and rear suspension that provides a rather comfortable ride. Besides that, there's a hard plastic mini stand that acts as a base when it's in a folded state. It's a small detail but really well thought of since it's protecting the base from scratches and scrapes. I'm pretty sure it's Punggol Jetty over here. Right now I'm heading back towards Punggol Haipin and it's around 4.5 kilometers to cover. Hot and sunny day. Collapsing it is really simple with the easy two-step mechanism. Flip the tab here and apply pressure with a foot, then fold and clip it onto the foot brake. Weighing at approximately 12.5 kilograms, it's not light nor heavy, but it's feasible for me to carry it for a short amount of time. When it's time to use, stepping on a foot brake releases the clip, then lift till you hear a loud click. And you're good to go. So during an unfortunate day and it happens to rain while you're traveling, the ES2 electric scooter has a dust and water resistant rating of IP54. It's protected against light rain and any splashes from any direction. But be very careful on smooth surfaces that has water. The tires don't have much grip and will tend to slip, so please be very careful of your own safety. It also comes with a mini kickstand to rest it on an upright position and a small hook to hang your bags and other items. So what's unique and stands out amongst the rest of the electric scooter that it has its own Bluetooth app both in the Google and the Apple Store. Connecting via Bluetooth is extremely simple. Just make sure the scooter is on and of course Bluetooth. Launch the app and voila, let's go. In the app, you're able to view the exact battery life percentage. So if you're traveling long distances, it will be extremely helpful to manage and monitor your distance or your journey. It has a built-in compass and a lock feature. I find that the software lock would be useful in scenarios whereby you need to leave it unattended for a brief moment. Once it's locked, any movement will instantly trigger and will constantly vibrate both the scooter and your phone that's connected while simultaneously sending alerts. When a scooter is locked, it can't be turned off even when the Bluetooth has been disconnected from your phone. The brake system will kick in and anyone who tries to use it will think it's broken. There are a bunch of other useful information about your current speed, your mainframe temperature, or just changing your metric system from kilometers per hour to miles per hour, and many more. The option to enable cruise control and the energy save mode whereby the same mechanics as the brakes apply. The amount of deceleration could be adjusted in the app itself from weak, medium to strong level. Another way of recycling the friction back into energy. A nifty feature to extend your battery life on the road. And of course, ambient lighting are included in the ES2 model, adding extra flair during your ride with an array of color options and profiles, making sure you'll be visible from a distance under the light settings. A click of the button then turns on the headlight, pretty bright, and it illuminates the way in front quite well. Same goes for the ambient and rear brake light. So I reached Punggol Haipin and it's right there. I'm not gonna go up because I wanna get back home. I'm so glad to be back and it's time to charge this baby back to full health. A rubberized plug for your charging port. So Samsung batteries are used to power this 300 watts brushless motor. Rest assured that at least the lithium-ion batteries are from a well-known and reputable brand. But safety measures still must be taken very seriously. Charging time is relatively quick, around 3.5 hours from 0% to full charge. When it's fully charged, it will automatically cut off if left unattended. It's definitely something I would not recommend doing it, but it's a nice feature that's implemented. While charging, the battery panel on the scooter itself will display the exact battery percentage, which is a rather useful information without connecting the app to check. Make sure to follow safe procedures by placing the charging brick on the floor and with no flammable objects nearby. Safety must be prioritized and it's better to be safe than sorry. And it can add a second external battery that attaches to the body frame over here that increases the overall distance to 45 kilometers. I wish to have it to review and test, but Unfortunately, I have to head back home straight due to the bad weather. While that's charging, the total distance covered today was around 18 kilometers and approximately 40% of battery life left. Assuming 18 kilometers is 60% of the battery life. So with simple calculation, 100% of the battery is equivalent to 30 kilometers. That is a lot, but please factor in that I weigh less than 60 kilograms. It's surprisingly good even when the pathway I travel has a lot uphill. So for around 800 Singapore dollars, the NINEBOT by Segway ES2 is probably the best electric scooter on the market at this price range. Right? Yeah, sort of. But not entirely, cause there are a few things that really need improvement. Firstly, they need to change the grip to a darker shade or just black. As you can see, the dirt and shoe marks are pretty obvious, annoyingly hard to remove as well. Also, the back wheel doesn't have an encased design. The dirt and objects tend to come off when it breaks and lands on the grip itself. I hope that softer rubber wheels or even air-filled tires are an option that eventually provides more grip and a smoother ride on uneven surfaces. Additionally, softer tires provide a little more cushion and comfort. The locking feature too, hopefully in future models, it could be enabled even when it's offline. And also a carbon fiber option at a premium price for lightweight traveling purposes. So what's the end conclusion? It's great. I feel that the NINEBOT by Segway ES2 definitely has its place for its right user. Be it a first-time user or experienced, is fast becoming a popular alternative for traveling and recreational purposes. An affordable price at 799 SG dollars as compared to other brands, this electric scooter is like a smart device. It's packed with so many features that are polished and stands out amongst the rest in its price range. With a sleek design and simple usability accompanied with high quality internals and structure that can be monitored with a functioning app. So I hope you too make the switch and use electric scooters safely anywhere and everywhere. It's really fun. And more details about the ES2 electric scooter down in the description box below. So that concludes this video and hope that the information I provide could reconsider your purchasing decision. Support me by subscribing to my channel and see ya! Hello. Do you like the scooter?